Hello, welcome back, or welcome, depending on if you're coming from the knitting podcast or if you're just here for the Flosstube content. Either way, Frankie says welcome. Actually, Frankie is just purring crazily. Oh, happy Frank with the chin scritchums. She was murring at me on the bed, so I had to go get her. Because you can't just let her sit there and murr at you and want attentions. Well, some people could, but I can't. I can't resist a little Frank in the face. I can't. Shut up, Frank. Here, Frank, say hi. She don't care. She's just purring away. So, I am Sadie. I am your host. I'm the Yarnivore, also known as Blue Rune Unravel's Ravelry, which is, not important to the Flosstube. Sadie Rune on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram being the important one if you want to see my progress throughout the weeks. Yes. Apparently I'm just going to talk in a stupid voice when I pet Frank and look at her. I apologize in advance for that. There's no controlling me. So, this is going to be a little quick. I have a sick bop and we have a vet appointment in less than an hour. In exactly an hour from now, so I have to leave in about 40 minutes. So I'm going to try and get this all taken care of in a quick and timely fashion. I have no haul to report, although I do want to do a shout out and a thank you to Sue, who I haven't had a chance to message. She sent me a lovely Halloween package, which has already gone to use. I'm already using the fob, I've got the needle minders ready, and I know what projects I want them to be on. She sent me some needle minders and a scissor fob, and some laying/picking picks, the little thingies, or you can use them to mark off your 10 stitches. I use them for all sorts of those reasons, but I'm not going to lie. My main use of them is on picking lately because I have been so bad for screwing up counts. I think it's just the husband being gone. I am out of sorts, and out of sorts means out of count. So in no particular order, I'm going to go through everything I did. I'm staying true to dark stitching October right to the end. I had a moment where I wanted to work on something that was not dark, and I was like, oh hell no, it's dark stitching October. So first off, we will be looking at the Prairie Moon, the red and the black, and I have my extras here. I killed my second skein of black now, so that's 2 skeins so far, or was it the first skein? Either way, I killed the skein of black on this, and I am getting really close to a page finish. And, oh yes, the Frankie needle minders. Frank, would you like to pose next to your needle minder? I tried to get her to do this. In my daily vlog, which I will put up at the end of October, I tried to get a close up of Frank with a needle minder because I believe the needle minders are secretly Frank. So I'm near a page finish. I am near the right here. That one, that's the end of the page. I started going out to the second page with the bottom half of that, but let me tell you, I am so close to a page finish. I'm hoping to get that done this week. Of course, my mother's like, these are my 2 favorite colors, right? This may have to go live with my mom. I am using 35 count Peeps Lost Sheep linen. It is a 12 by 17 piece, which is perfectly sized for this piece. I'm using DMC in, would you like down? Would you like down? Am I flicking you too much? There you go. I am using DMC 310 and 666, which is called for. It's showing up very orange in this one, but it's actually quite red. I think it's just the way my cameras read it. There you go. That's the red. Could just be the way my camera's reading things right now. So lots of work on that. There was a string of unpicking here by the M where I had this whole end row here was in one. So everything kept smashing into everything. It's not something you can fudge. So I had to unpick that whole row, and that made me mad. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm really loving the count. I think 35 count is one of my new favorite counts for this stuff. I'm glad I picked out the Sanguine. I don't remember what I'm using it for. I think it's the Kathy Barrick. The Black Heart by Kathy Barrick, which will look so lovely on it. Okay, I might have to start that after I'm done this one, but I love 35 count. I love Prairie Moon. I love 35 count. I'm a goth at heart. Seriously, I got giant skulls tattooed on my chest, and that's like, not even gonna lie to you, they're so happy to be. I'm just a dark person. And then, because I don't even know why I pulled this out, but I was like, I need to start working on this. Oh, I know why, because it's my year of whips. And I wanted to work on it because I wanted to try, I was getting sick of everything I had in my rotation, and I wanted something new. And I was like, well, this is in my year of whips, and it's dark, so it counts as Dark October stitching. And it is the... Oh, that's not... There we go. The Night Owl Buttons and Beads by Mill Hill. And I started it during Stitch Mania. And I didn't realize that it called for 3 strands when I started it. So the start of it is only into whatever. And then I went and did 3. So all the white and the gray I put in. That was like half a night worth of work. And I think I'm just going to have to keep going half a night on this one. There's a lot of open space, and I don't like that, because apparently I'm not big on open spaces. I think the reason I'm not big on open spaces right now is because I've been off on counts on pretty much everything I've been working on. So I have had it up to here with open space. I also have been working on my Hocus Pocus. See, Dark October stitching. I'm keeping it real. I'm hoping for a finish. I'm hoping this is my finish at the end of October. Just saying. I would love a finish at the end of October. And this one actually seems like it could happen. I'm not sure if I had finished her or not, but she's done completely. This one's done completely. I had to go in and add some white. Owl Tell I finished. I just had to do the bottom of his thing. And I've started Luck, which is the cat with the thing, with the magic wand. Safeway is texting me. Thank you, Safeway. And of course, as you may or may not remember, or I'm not sure if it happened before or after I podcasted, it's in my vlog though. This was off by 1, and I had to unpick the whole outline. But it's back in. It's all good. And I'm about to finish. I'm not sure if I finished one skein. Like, I'm not sure. Similarly with the red and black, if I finished one skein already, or if I'm finishing my first skein or my second skein, but I'm almost done the second. I think this is the first one, or maybe it's the second one. No, it's the second one, because I had 2 skeins. I'm gonna have to get another skein, which is fine, because I've probably got like 8 skeins of this laying around. Of the 3371. Is it 3371? Yes, 3371. Because I'm running low. But I have Luck, the bottom 3, and then the bottom around. And the palm looks intense because there is a lot of fill, but that palm is empty except for the back stitching, which I will put in at the end. I'm going to put in the back stitching at the very end. So I believe I might actually be able to have this finished by the end of the week, month. Because next week will be okay. I have a chiropractor appointment on like the 2nd or the 3rd, which is Wednesday of next week. So I know that the month ends before then. It's interesting how I classify things in my head. It's like, no, you have a chiropractor appointment, therefore, let me just pop this one off. You can get the full meal deal on this guy. And of course, did I say Dark October stitching? Should I say it one more time? Dark October stitching. I'm all about it. But I do want to get back to like whimsy and stuff. This is also part of my Year of Whips, and it is the Halloween skull. I am changing all the colors, however, because I'm not that big into yellow. This is from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2014 edition. Which, by the way, picking this up is what kickstarted me back into cross stitching in 2014 when I started back up. That is what did it. And I have to clean up my room at some point, so I say that every time, and yet I don't. I will before Mom comes. Mom's going to come visit me at the end of November. It's going to be awesome. That is how far I've gotten. So I've got the whole eye socket here. This is the whole blue eye socket portion on this side. And then there's one that goes over here. And this is the top of the skull. So it goes across there. I'm going to try for a page finish. There's 4 pages. They're not full pages because they're magazine style pages. So you've got a lot of information going on. There's 1 full page, 1 3/4 page, and 2, and then a half page, and then like a quarter. But I'm going to try and get this page finished before I stop with it. Or maybe I won't stop with it. I've really enjoyed the simplicity. I am using 310 black, and then everything else is some random German stuff that my friend Tracy sent to me that I'm really enjoying. And I'm about to put in, there's another curly Q here, and it's purple. And then that rounds out all the colors that are going into this one. This is by Alessandra Adelaide, or AA Needlework. And I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying... Well, my knitting fell behind in this last week with all the stresses going on. I've been stitching a lot more. And I think it's just because it's easier for some reason right now. It's just worked out that way. But I need to get into more stuff. However, I was dying for the shop, and that was great. That also takes away some time. And I'm planning on, one sec. Let's see if I can reach this. Yeah, that's how my room is a mess. I'm planning on, my husband did a bunch of these, right? I think this is it. These 2 are gifts. That's one I did. I think he did 3. I think he's done 3 so far. So Cubone was his first guy, and then he did Bulber, who's my main squeeze, and then he did a Nido King. So I'm thinking, before he gets home, as a nice surprise, if you're watching this, don't watch this, dear. Just don't. Actually, I should probably tell him not to. He watched the last one, and he has no business watching this crap. Anywho, are you gone? Are you gone? So anyway, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go to like Michael's or Joann's when I get the good coupons, and I'm gonna get one of those picture frames that has all the pictures. You know, like there's 8 or 9 of them, because these are all like 5x7s, I think. I think this is the only one that's questionable, and I think it would still fit in a 5x6. I don't have a measuring tape here? What kind of knitter am I? I don't have a measuring, is there a measuring tape in here? There is. always go prepared. I've got measuring tape, I've got sewing needles. Let's see, how big is our Nido King? Okay, 5 by 5, so I could even do a 5 by 7. I could do 5 by 7 and I'd still be okay. Anywho, I'm going to get one of those that has all the different things, and then I'm going to mount these guys. It's actually 5 by 5, if I can hold it up right. I'm going to mount them, like get them all ready, and put them in, and then I'm going to go into each of the other ones and put coming soon, because he wants to do that. He's just, or he wants to make them, he doesn't really know. He might want to make them into a tapestry, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll have the coming soon, so he can work on a couple little ones while he's out to sea. Because what he's having, what we've discussed is that he wants to get another small to have around, because the big one is great and awesome, but sometimes he gets burnt out because it is full coverage. So I think having an option to do these little guys would be great for him. And then I'll just be like, we'll kit up for like 8 more, and then he can take them with him and do them like on the side as he so sees fit. We could include my Arcanine, except my Arcanine is it's a different style, so I think that that would be best left to a different one. But that's a thought, that's a plan, that's a theory. Wow, it's really coming down out there. It's going to be fun to go to the vet in. But tell me what you think. Do you think that's a wise idea, or should I not do that? Do you think that's messing too much with someone's stitches? I think he'd like it, but I don't know. Back me up here, Flosstube. Back me up. Okay. That's everything I have to report to you. I don't have any haul this week. The aforementioned dog is going to be eating up a lot of haul, so don't be expecting anything anytime soon. However, I am going to go and finish my coffee and get everything rolling. I hope you have a great stitchy week, and I'll see everybody next week.